Go to the Google Chrome or any internet browser, type the correct URL e-hrms.gov.in, then click on Login with Parachai, then enter your Parachai credentials. Here is the employee home page. If you are logging in for the first time, you need to read and click on the declaration and complete the profile section 100%.
Welcome to the Nodal Officer's role. After login, he must ensure his profile is 100% completed, and then only he can switch on to the Nodal role from the employee drop-down. After switching on Nodal Officer's role, a prompt message appears informing them to assign the profile request. Here is the Nodal Officer's dashboard, and on the left side the menu bar is available with all these options. Let's discuss these options in detail. Sanction strength, working strength, vacancy and raise concern option, employee profile, pendency, competency management, leave matrix, IPR, and retirement. The first thing on the dashboard is the name of the officer, employee code, and the place of posting. If the number displayed under the Sanction Strength tab is not correct, one may rectify the same by clicking on this tab. You may check the number of officials against a particular designation. And if any designation is missing from the list, same may be added by clicking on Add More option. Select the designation from the drop-down, mention the number of officials against this designation, and click on Submit. The Nodal Officer may also view the working strength. Next is a vacancy available, and if there is any discrepancy, he may raise concern. Select the type of concern, enter into the Mark section, and click on Send. Now moving on to the Employee's Profile tab. After clicking on this, the Nodal Officer may check how many profiles are completed 100%. He may directly click on that by Open Profile option, and here, he may view all details filled in by the employee. And, in case of any discrepancy, he may click on Update. And here all the fields are editable by the Nodal Officer. The Nodal Officer may save this image for this information and may also download this in Excel format. Next is the list of profile pending for assign with the Nodal Officer. On clicking on this option, the Nodal Officer may select the profiles, go to the assign option and enter the Aadhaar number, and he gets an OTP on the registered mobile number. And, after entering the OTP, these profiles will be validated by the Nodal Officer. Next is Profile Pending at Nodal Officer. Here is the list of profiles which are pending to be updated by him or her. He may click on Profile, go to the Update Profile option, click on Service Details, and will update options like date of entry in service and government, status and date of confirmation, CSL number, select list, mode of recruitment, rank, hometown, and status of active or inactive. This action of updating these 10 fields is to be updated by the Nodal Officer only. Next option is Update Pending by Employees. After clicking on this, the list will appear for the employees who have not yet updated their profile section 100%. At any point of time, the Nodal Officer may export the data in the Excel format with the help of this option. A verified profile by the Nodal will appear in this form. Next is Employee Distribution. Here Nodal Officer may check the number of officials for a particular designation. He may use filter like designation and a graph will appear stating the exact count against that designation. On clicking upon this graph, the exact status will appear along with the employee details for the selected designation. He may also export this data. The same process may be adapted with the help of other filters. Next is qualification-wise. Here Nodal Officer may check the count of officials who belong to a particular stream. And, on clicking on the graph, he may get the list of employees along with details of the employees. He may also download this data in Excel format. Next is training-wise. The EHRMS is integrated with iGOT. Here Nodal Officer may check the number of employees who have completed a particular training from iGOT. On clicking on the graph, he or she gets the list of employees and may also download this data. Next is the Pendency tab. Here Nodal Officer may check the list of pending requests for various modules. After clicking on a particular module graph, the list of employees will appear along with their request. He may check the exact status of the request and may also take appropriate action by clicking on the Action tab if he is the approval authority for this request. We'll take example of another module, like Profile. The same process may be repeated for other modules to know the pending status like PFV and Profile. Next is Competency Management. In this tab, Nodal Officer may check the data regarding the IGOT trainings enrolled by employees of his place of posting. He may check total onboard strength on IGOD and total training done by employees. He may also view the details of employees, like name and designation, and number of trainings completed by a particular employee. Nodal officers may also check high achievers and low achievers. One may also download this in Excel format. Next tab is Leaving Matrix. Here Nodal Officer may check the status of employees on leave today and employees who are on long leave. He may check the type and duration of leave and how many days are still remaining to join. Next is the IPR tab. Here Nodal Officer may check the status of IPR submission by employees, if it is submitted after January, not submitted, or submitted on time. As per the color coding, by hovering on a particular graph, he may check IPR status of a particular designation of employees. He may also view the list of employees by clicking on a particular graph and may export the same in Excel format. Next is Retirement tab. Here Nodal Officer may check the list of employees who are about to retire in coming months or in coming years or on a particular custom date selected by the Nodal Officer. He may also select the designation, and the number of employees will appear in a graphical format. Upon clicking on this, he may get the details of retiring employees and the exact retirement date. And the same may be downloaded in the Excel format. This was all about the dashboard. Coming to the Employee Directory tab now, where the Nodal Officer may check the number of employees in his place of posting. He may use the filters to search for an employee like designation, email, employee name, status, and CSL number. In case if there is a new joinee, Nodal Officer may register him or her by clicking on Add Employee tab. A format will appear to enter the email address, employee name, designation, date of birth, father's name and the Aadhaar-linked mobile number and click on Save. Once added, that employee will appear in Total Employee List. For every profile there is an Action tab. By clicking on that, the Nodal Officer may perform certain actions. We'll discuss these in detail. The first one is Update Email, where the Nodal Officer can update the email address, status of active or inactive for an employee. Next is Update Leave Balance. Here the officer may update the leave balance of an employee as per the service records. Nodal Officer may select the credit or debit option as per the requirement and may update the leave balance along with the remarks for records and update. Next is Update Reporting and Reviewing Officer. Here the Nodal Officer may update the Reporting, Reviewing Officer, to Authority, Communication and Link Officer and update. Moving on to the next action, which is Preview and Update Profile. Here the Nodal may view calendar assigned to that employee, may view employees' IPR and may preview and update the profile of an employee. Here is the entire My Profile section of the employee. If anything needs to be rectified, the Nodal may click on Update Profile, and here all the fields are editable for the Nodal Officer, including additional details of service like date of entry, confirmation status, mode of recruitment, rank, hometown and status of active or inactive. After updation, same needs to be submitted to update the status. Moving on to the next is Preview and Update Services Book. After clicking on this, Nodal may update the services book of an employee, including service history, leave records, training, pay-related details, travel, loans and advances, vigilance record, service verification, and same may be saved as draft, previewed, and then signed if completed. Next option is Check APAR. Here Nodal Officer may check the status of APAR, as is available on Sparrow portal. Next option is Update Employee Status. Here the Nodal Officer may update the current status of an employee from the drop-down. Upon selecting a particular status, information regarding that status to be updated and submit. Next is Update Retirement Date. Here Nodal may update the exact retirement date of the employee and submit. Next option is Exclude an employee. With the help of this option, the employee may remove the entry which doesn't belong to his place of posting. Next is View Leave. This option is given to the Nodal Officer to access the entire leave record of an employee. Where Nodal may view details of a particular leave even if it is not approved, and same may be downloaded in PDF or CSV format for office use. Next tab is Deputation. Here, Nodal Officer may publish deputation opportunity by adding eligibility criteria under Add Job Details tab like designation, number of post, pay level, deputation period, age limit, service, pay level, and other important details. He needs to update the last date of receiving application and current status of the organization along with the rule of absorption and submit. Nodal may view published deputation list along with the action tab and number of applications received. If he will click on numbers, he will get the list of employees who have selected this deputation opportunity. Nodal will get the preview option where he may check all the necessary details of the applicant. Next is Request tab. This will help Nodal Officer to check the details of at requests and pending requests. In completed request there is an action tab, upon clicking on which the Nodal A preview details. Under pending request tab, here Nodal Officer may search an application by selecting the type of application, and by clicking on the action tab of a request, Nodal may take necessary action on the application. Same process may be repeated for other pending requests. Next is Circulars, OMS, and Orders tab. Here Nodal Officer may publish an intimation for the employees of his place of posting by clicking on Add. Nodal must select the service, subject, reference number, reference date, write the subject matter. Before publishing he may preview the content and submit for publishing the same. Next is Reports. In this module the first is Status Report. The Nodal may check the module usage status, which displays the total pending, cancelled, rejected, approved, and sanctioned requests. Next is Pending Request Status. Here Nodal Officer may check the pending request status by selecting the module type, AMDO or place of posting. Next is Pendency Reports. Here Nodal Officer may check from how many days a particular request is pending. He may also export the same in the Excel format. Next is to Reporting Reviewing Report. Here Nodal Officer may check the number of employees who have not yet updated their reporting reviewing and to authorities email. If he will click on Not Updated Numbers, list of employees will be displayed and same may be downloaded for office use. Next is Leave List. In this Nodal Officer may export the consolidated leave report by selecting the date range, leave type, leave status, and may export the same PDF or CSV format. Nodal may also view the details, download sanction order by clicking on Action tab. Next is Property Disposal List. Here the Nodal Officer may view the details of property disposal intimation submitted by the employees. Next is Hierarchy Set Status. Here Nodal may check for how many modules he has created the hierarchy if he has additional charge for other places of postings. Next is Application. Here Nodal Officer may check how many resignations have been submitted, and by clicking on I tab, he may view the request and may also record his action, date of relieving file number, remarks, and may click on Submit and Generate Letter. Next is IPR details. Here nodal officer may check the IPR details submitted by the employees, and by clicking on I tab, he may preview the details of that IPR. Next is deputation selected. Here nodal officer may generate the relieving letter of the employees whose deputation request is approved by Deputation Publishing Authority. Next is onboarding process. Here nodal officer may view the request of the employee who are trying to register themselves with the help of self-onboarding template. By clicking on the Action tab, he may preview, approve, or reject the same. Next is passport intimation request, where passport-related request will be visible. Next is update. In this tab, first option is employee list, and in this we have already covered the employee directory. Next is compulsory retirement. Here platform is generating compulsory retirement list on the basis of retirement rules. From this list, nodal officer may add employees and prepare a new list so that same may be reviewed by the competent authority for compulsory retirement. Next is private foreign visit. Here nodal officer may check the request received for the private foreign visit and may take appropriate action. By clicking on Action tab, he may preview the request and approve or reject the same. Next is transfer and posting. In this, the nodal officer may view the transfer request submitted by the employee and can take action if he is the approval authority by clicking on the Action tab. Next is transfer by CCA. Here employee may view the list of employee transferred by the concerned CCA. Nodal may click on Release to generate their relieving letter. Next is VRAs. In this tab, nodal officer may view the VRS requests submitted by the employees. He may click on the I tab, view details, record appropriate action, subject to the pay level of employee. Next is update vigilance penalty. In this tab, nodal officer may update the vigilance status of the employees of his place of posting. He may search an employee with help of these filters or may directly update the status from the list by clicking on the Action tab. To update the status, he may select a category 1 or 2. He may select the vigilance status as clear or not clear, update remark, and click on Submit. Every updated status is recorded in the services book along with the details, updated date and updated by. And same process may be repeated for category 2 of vigilance status. Nodal officer may also update the outcome of disciplinary proceeding of an employee by clicking on Update Penalty. Simply by selecting penalty type from to date and description of penalty and click on Add. Nodal officer may also view someone's IPR directly from here by clicking on View IPR option. Next is Retirement tab. Next is Settings option for the nodal officer. And first option in settings is Manage Calendar. Here nodal officer may create calendar for his place of posting. If working days in GH, RH are not the same as in central government calendar. By clicking on Add Calendar option, he will select the year, calendar type, description and save. After creating of calendar, nodal may update GH, RH accordingly. Manage working days by selecting working days and click on Save. Then he will assign category of employees to make this calendar applicable. He may select particular designation or may select entire strength for the created calendar. Next is Manage Leave Count category. Here nodal officer may remove the general capping for L, HPL and CL by clicking on Add Category. Next is Manage Workflow. Here nodal officer can create workflow for the list of modules available in this option, like who will be the dealing hand, approval authority, sanction generating authority for a particular type of request. Once created, may be edited in future if required. To create a new workflow, select the type of module, go to the Add Role option, and select Workflow Levels. On the basis of number of level selection, he will automatically get the form as per the selection of levels. He will enter the role name first, category NME, if the officer is dealing with all or some selected pay levels. Select pay levels by clicking on Select All. By clicking on plus sign, he may also bifurcate this role if all the pay levels are not being dealt by single officer who the only condition is that the pay level should be in continuation without skipping any pay level. Then click on User and type first 3 alphabets to select the particular dealing hand for this role. Repeat the process in next level, and last level will automatically be the approval authority, and once a request is approved at the final level, someone will be generating the sanction order. So by clicking on is issuing officer sanction generating feature may be assigned to an individual already added on the channel. One may click on preview to view the workflow design before final submission, and if nodal officer is okay with the created workflow, he may click on Submit. After submission, all requests for this module will travel as per the created workflow. He may also rectify this if required, even before final submission, and once submitted, again can make necessary changes by clicking on Edit Workflow option. He may increase or decrease the levels, update user or dealing hands, change approval authority as per the requirements. Next is sanction order templates. Wherever the sanction order option is given, all these can be designed by Noel. In this option, he may select a particular templates. He may go to the Action tab to edit the given format as per the requirements. Once he will save a particular sanction order template, same will be visible to the sanction generating authority as the case may be. He may also edit or delete this in future if required. Next is support, where the nodal may raise ticket in case of any technical glitch by clicking on Raise Issue. His basic details will reflect automatically. He will select the module from this drop-down. He will mention in the subject field what is the error. He can also upload the attachment or the screenshot. He may also elaborate the issue in few more words in field and will submit the issue. He may also track the status by clicking on Track Status, then click on View Ticket Status. The next option is the FAQs section. Here the officer can see the various basic frequently asked questions, and you can get the required details within the embedded answers. If the officer has any general question related to EHRMAs, he may go through FAQs. In few exceptional cases where raising a ticket is not convenient, then the officer may join the video tech support option, and by sharing the screen, he may explain the issue to the support person. One may also go through the user manual in case one wants to understand the general functionality. It includes a step-by-step walkthrough of the entire EHRMAs portal. Next is Manage Users. Here the nodal officer may create sub-nodal officer maximum 2 and also a deputation publishing officer. By selecting the officer type, an email of the user to whom this role to be assigned and submit. The created roles may also be deleted in future by clicking on this delete option. Next is organogram. This organogram will provide a hierarchical representation of institutional structures, roles, and personal data, ensuring better information management, transparency, and analytics. In case if the nodal officer wants to transfer the nodal role to someone else, he will go to the top right corner, will click on his name, and will select the second option, that is Transfer Nodal Role. A list of employees will appear. He may assign this role by selecting the option Assign as Nodal. All nodal rights will be transferred to this new officer.
For any query, anyone may drop an email on support.erms-dopt@gov.in or erms-dopt@gov.in. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.